How's it going, guys? I know it's been a while, and I know we haven't been uploading, or this last week we didn't upload the way we normally have. We had our good buddy Court. He went down, had a good East Florida hunt. Didn't kill anything, but had a good hunt. That video is in the link in the description below. I just really wanted to video this today, give y'all a little insight about what's going on, why we haven't been uploading as much, and why we haven't been doing our when we haven't been fishing. We haven't been fishing because honestly, I'm ready for hunting season. I like fishing, but it's not what I love to do. I love to hunt, and we are I'm at my club right now. I've been filling a few feeders up, checking a few trail cameras. I'm not introducing y'all to my #1 hit listers yet. I am waiting for that, but I will give you their names. I'm not going to show you them, but I will give you their names. We have #1 on the hit list is a buck named Dirty Elvis. I'm not showing him to you yet. I want to keep that as a surprise. But Dirty Elvis is #1 on the hit list. #2 is buck I call Semi, and I'll leave it to y'all's imagination of why he is called Semi. Best guess, link below. Why would you call a deer Semi? So that's my two main bucks I got on hit list. So a couple of bucks I'm going to show you is I got on camera. One of them that I'm really excited about. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get my dad on him, and hopefully we can get that on video too. But that buck is named Mo Jr. Mo Jr. and I'll pop the picture up right about here-ish. And Mo Jr. is, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but a descendant of Mohican. Whether it be, and maybe not a descendant, let's see, or a sibling of Mohican. Mo Jr. is a 4-ish year old buck, and he has the same genetic line far as his horns and stuff as Mohican. Mo Jr. is a buck that I'm really excited about potentially getting my dad on, and I've been scouting him for him. My dad works a lot, so he don't have much time to scout, so I'm trying to get him on. Also, we got a good buck that I'll show you that he's gonna actually end up being pretty much a cull buck, and that cull buck is kind of weird, but he's an 8. And I'll pop up a couple pictures of him. And the reason he is a cull buck is because he is an 8-point with no brow tines, and we can't have that. We gotta make sure we get rid of this no brow tine genetics that's in our lease. We've done a really good job the past few years about getting them lower and the lower amounts. There's not a whole lot of them left that we get on camera. There's just a few. Most of them are younger deer that we're just holding out hope. Maybe it's just because they're younger, and maybe next year they'll have brow tines. But this buck, I'm just calling him cull right now, because he is a buck with no brow tines, and he's an 8, and he would be a 10 if he had brow tines. So he's on the hit list. Also, we got a older buck. He is a big 9, and I'm thinking I called him High Rise to myself right now, and this is him. And I'm kind of excited about that buck. I got a guys in our club that we're probably gonna try to get him on with his bow early season. He comes out quite a bit, so I think it's definitely a doable thing. Trying to scout these deer, trying to know their time clock. That's the most important thing when you're hunting in South Alabama early season. You got to know where they're bedding, you got to know where they're living, and you got to know when they're feeding and where they're feeding, and you got to figure out their time clock. So I'm still working. The reason I ain't showing y'all yet is because I'm still working on figuring out the time clock of both Dirty Elvis and Semi, and they're my two number ones. They're my number one and number two right now for me personally, the bucks I'll be hunting, and I'm really excited about them. And but I'm about to finish up. I got two more trail cameras to check, and then I'm gonna be headed home, and I'm gonna show you what I've been working on with a little bit of Zach's help, a little bit of my dad's help, what we have in hold for the future of 25 high, what we're building right now that's going to help with our production of our new podcast and some videos as well. I'm really excited to show you all that, but I'm gonna check a couple more trail cameras, and then we're gonna be headed back to the house to where, or actually I'm gonna run to the hardware store, and then I'll be going back to the house to show y'all what I've been working on. But first, we're gonna check these two trail cameras and see if we got anything going on here. I appreciate y'all watching. Welcome to 25 Feet High Outdoors. If you've never been with us before, also if you don't mind, go ahead and press that like button and smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers before the season starts. It's a really tall order, but I know with you guys' help and with y'all's support, I really do appreciate it, and y'all can help us get there. So y'all stay tuned, and we're gonna check these trail cameras. Kind of weird, guys. Something's weird. This is like the 5th tree that I've noticed is fallen in one of our roads, and within the past week. 5 trees. They hadn't even had any bad storms. I don't know what's going on. I guess we're getting struck by lightning. That one looks like it was toasted, so that's what we're gonna blame it on. But we're at where I killed Mohican at last year. There's some corn left on the ground, so that might be a good thing. Okay, so it has been feeding. It's about empty. Swap this card out real quick. I got Mo Jr. on this spot as well. Just he's at the other spot more predominantly. OSD. There's UNSD. And I'm gonna sit y'all down. We're gonna fill this feeder. Phew. Y'all ever seen somebody fill a feeder that fast? Wow. Alright, so pretty much done. I got a little bit of corn. I got one more camera. I'm gonna just put it out in a not so but somewhat random spot real quick and see if Mo Jr. is going to that area. I haven't put a camera out in that area in a couple of years now. I hunted it a couple times last year, saw some does. So it ain't much corn, but it'll work for a spot. So guys, this is a terrible picture, but that's Mo Jr. So he's working this area at night. So I'm gonna try to avoid hunting him. There he is. He's still hanging out. That is Mo Jr. I'm getting a bunch of does during the day through here. This is a very active trail. The only reason okay, that was a buck. That's him. I'm pretty sure that's him in the afternoon. That was the only picture, so he didn't stay very long. But this is a very active trail. I mean, this is an old road that I'm parked on right now. There he is. And basically what I'm doing is delaying their movement by putting this corn here. I'm not really changing their patterns. There he is. I'm not really changing their patterns at all. And we're just basically delaying him a little bit to stopping and eating this corn for just a second. That's what we try to do. We don't necessarily bait just to hunt over, we bait to kind of delay them. Unless it's like in the middle of a food plot, in which you're planting a food plot anyway, so what's corn doing different besides giving them an alternative? But just figured I'd show that to y'all. And I don't think there's any other bugs working this area besides that one little one that's running with Mo Jr. But that's what I wanted to show you. Alright guys, so I put that last camera out and we are headed to the hardware store to look at potential roofing material or ceiling material. Let's say ceiling material for this thing I'm going to show y'all here in a minute. So the last time I tried to record in this hardware store, they wouldn't let me, so probably won't be able to take y'all in. So we'll catch y'all more than likely back at my house. I'm sorry if that's got smudge, but I'll catch y'all more likely back at my house. We'll see y'all soon. Alright guys, made it back to my house. I couldn't video in the hardware store, so I'm officially made it back to my house. About to start working on this project, but I'm ready to introduce y'all to what's going to be the 25 feet high podcast studio. It looks rough right now. Been working on it. We're getting places. It ought to be ready in the next couple weeks. I'm working on as much as I can, and it's gonna be dark in here because I hadn't got the lights done yet. But this is her, guys. And I'm sorry it's so dark. I don't know how well this is picking up. Let's see. Okay, you can see pretty good. But we got insulation coming in, working on the wiring. I went to school for a little while for that, so I know what I'm doing kind of a little bit, not really, but sort of. So working on getting the lights ran, got the insulation going up. We're going to finish wiring hopefully tonight, if not Saturday afternoon. And got our nice air conditioner. I just went to the hardware store and bought some silicone to silicone up the holes. But this is going to be our new studio, and I want y'all's suggestion on one thing. Anybody that if there's anybody that has any experience with doing sound or anything like that besides a rug, what's something else I could use to dampen the reverberations in here, the noise and stuff like that? It's not gonna be too bad. As you can tell, I think it's not gonna be bad. Y'all, I might have to look at this video to know for sure, but it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna put a rug in it once I get done, and we're probably gonna test it out, but we're gonna do something else to cut down reverberation. Also, this is gonna be like from like right here on, that's the podcast area, and then right here is going to be our bow workstation, where we work on our bows and other tool work area, right next to the AC, so when you're working it hits you right there. But got all this insulation that's got to be put up. I got to finish running the wires for the lights that we're going to put in it this weekend. But this is our new podcast studio. I'm really excited. I've been working my tail off on this thing here lately, cleaning it out and getting all this stuff ready to go, and cutting that hole in the side and putting in the window unit. These things right here are heavy, guys. I don't know if y'all have any experience with this big one. I forgot what size it is, but it's heavy, very heavy. But this is what I've been so excited to show y'all, and I'm about to do a little bit of work on it. But first thing I'm gonna do is silicone this area. Then I gotta mount my power box that we're gonna run wires into either today. Gonna mount it right here-ish. Figure out how to do that, or how I want to do that. But we're gonna get to work. I'm gonna silicone the rest of this thing so it has time to dry before we do some stuff with it. But this is our new studio. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited too. If you haven't already, check out our podcast. It's we're on all major platforms. We are on iTunes, Google, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Public, I think the name of it. Anyway, if you got a podcast out, there's a good chance we're on it. So yeah, check that out. It's just search 25 High Outdoors. We do a lot of Alabama hunting talk and stuff like that, and it's a good way for us to bring a little bit more content to y'all. So if you like podcasts, definitely check it out. If you don't like podcasts, listen to us. We may change your minds where you like it. But I'm about to get to work on siliconing this part up, and I will check in with y'all when I get that done. Alright guys, so I was done for the day. Alright, so don't judge me on my work, but this right here is done. I may have to go back after it dries and fill in some spots, and then I gotta do the inside of it after I get done cutting and stuff around it. But she should be sealed off, and I gotta finish. I'm done for the day. Got my sister's birthday party I gotta attend, but turn this flashlight on to show you what I did. And sorry if it's dark, but I got my power box right here. I got these two 2x4. It's gonna mount right there somewhere ish. Waiting to decide where to mount it, and then we're going to start walling it up hopefully this weekend. But guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I know this isn't our typical video. We're getting ready for hunting season. Got a little bit of that game checking, scouting stuff done earlier today. Came back and was able to get a little bit done to this thing. We're going to work on it hard this weekend. But I really appreciate y'all watching. Like I said earlier, like and subscribe if you hadn't already. We got some awesome things going on this hunting season that we're looking forward to doing. As soon as we get started with hunting season, it's gonna be rolling. We're gonna be getting into it. You're gonna see a lot of videos. We're gonna be pretty much what we see hunting, you'll see on video. We're going to kind of similar to the hunting public, the way their format is. But hey guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more 25 High content, and y'all have an awesome day.